Thanks again for joining me for another quick devotional here in the book of 1 Peter. Today we're going to be in chapter 3, verse 7. All right, here we go. Husbands, in the same way be considerate as you live with your wives, and treat them with respect as the weaker partner and as heirs with you of the gracious gift of life, so that nothing will hinder your prayers. Excuse me. So this is the NIV. This is how the NIV translates that word. So it says the weaker partner. Now, upon face value, reading this verse, you're going to look at this and be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, the female is the weaker partner, depending on who you're, if you're a man reading it, you're like, well, whatever. You probably don't think twice of it, but if you're a woman and you read that, you're like, wait a minute, I'm not the weaker partner. And I would agree with you and say that you're not. The specific context of this is talking about structurally, so we're talking about the fragility of a female, of her nature. Okay, we're not talking about her abilities, we're not talking about her capabilities, or anything like that. It's talking about her. God has divided us. Men are supposed to be the hands of God, and women are supposed to be the heart of God. So women are this nurturing, caring, relationship building, and men are supposed to do this work for God and be able to be thick-skinned and be strong and courageous and to act like men. And God has divided us up that way. That's why when the two become one, they become one whole human being, which is why we need a man in a relationship and a woman. Not two men, not two women, a man and a woman to complete what God has created to glorify Him. It says here so that nothing will hinder your prayers. So husbands, as you're honoring your wives and you're living in consideration with your wife, thinking about her, thinking for her, not just thinking of yourself. If we live in a selfish way, if we live in a selfish manner and do not be considerate with our wives, that can be considered sin, and that will, in fact, hinder our prayers.